I, Amruta Roikar, Executive, International Promotions and International Students Relations, will be the official Master of Ceremonies for the inaugural session today. Last December, Symbiosis International University organized a two-day conference with the support of the Public Diplomacy Division, Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, on international relations with the theme of India and development partnerships in Asia and Africa towards a new paradigm. The event was inaugurated by Honorable Shri M. Hamid Ansari, Vice President of India, and was graced by the esteemed presence of His Excellency Mr. Hamid Karzai, Honorable President, Islamic Republic of Afghanistan. Several academicians, bureaucrats, ministers, former ambassadors, corporates, and other dignitaries joined the event as its distinguished panelists and delivered speeches in various focus areas. This year, the theme of the conference is India's Look East, Act East policy, a bridge to the Asian neighborhood. We have a galaxy of distinguished experts from 12 different countries. The inaugural session today will be beginning in a short while from now. A request to one and all, please ensure that your mobile phones are either on switched off or put on silent mode during all the sessions for today and tomorrow. Thank you. I would now like to request Dr. Vidya Iravdekar ma'am, Principal Director Symbiosis, the key force behind this conference, to give her introductory remarks.
A very good morning to all of you, honorable dignitaries on the dais, in the audience, faculty members, press and media, and my dear young students. It gives us great pleasure at Symbiosis to welcome dignitaries from almost all ASEAN countries and at least 4 countries representing the SAARC group. Honorable Minister, sir, we are extremely thankful to you for having made here in such a busy schedule, and more so because of the weather that really kept us on our tenterhooks, wondering whether your chopper would land at the given time or no. But it's really nice of you to have come here this morning to inaugurate this very important conference on international relations, which is India's Look East, Act East policy. The setting up of the Symbiosis Institute of International Studies is like Symbiosis coming to a full circle. As you all are aware, Dr. Muzumdar sir established Symbiosis in 1971 as a small organization called as the Symbiosis International and Cultural Center. The whole idea was to bring foreign and Indian students together to promote international understanding. And he and my mother, Mrs. Muzumdar, did this in our little house, and we are so fortunate, both Swati, my younger sister who's here, and me, to have lived in a home with different surroundings. And I say so because there were students from Mauritius, from Bangladesh, from Nepal, from Iran, from several places all over the world who felt homesick, and our home was their home. So this is how Symbiosis began, and I think sir will speak about it more than me. But it was a beginning to bring about international understanding between young minds, between students of different countries and Indian students. And I say that it has come to a full circle with the setting up of the Symbiosis Institute of International Studies, because 42 years later, the idea of not only starting academic programs under this institution, but it is more importantly that this institution of international studies develops as a think tank. We organize such conferences where minds from all over the world come together with the sole objective of strengthening international relations between our country and the rest of the world. I believe that the role of a university is not just to teach students and give degrees, but to be aligned to the vision of the government and to participate in exercises that lead to nation building. Last year, we had organized an international relations conference with a focus on India's development partnerships with a focus on Africa and West Asia. This was inaugurated by the Honorable Vice President of India, Shri Hamid Ansari ji, and the President of Afghanistan, the then President, Shri Hamid Karzai ji, was the keynote speaker. Diplomats, ministers, businessmen, and several leaders from almost 20 different countries from Africa and West Asia participated. And it is at the end of the last year's conference that we decided that the next year's conference, which is this one, should focus on India's Look East policy. Little did we know that the new government, the present government, would also have the same vision. And we are so happy that we have aligned with the vision of the new government. And therefore, the India's Look East policy, the theme has now been transformed into not just Look East, but also Look East and Act East, which is the vision of the new government. I must put on record our deep gratitude to the Ministry of External Affairs, sir, for having supported us all throughout for not only the two conferences, the last year's and this year's, but even the Symbiosis Institute of International Study dialogues that we arrange in Delhi and we propose to arrange in Pune. I'm sure MEA must be happy that Symbiosis as a university has taken the discussions of international relations out of Delhi in another part of the country. And I think this is what any university should do in a country like India. International relations discussions should not be confined to the limits of Delhi, but should spread across all over our country. With these few words, I welcome the Honorable Minister and the dignitaries from foreign countries. I wish that the 2 days of deliberations and discussions on international relations will be extremely inspiring for the young students and faculty members and other dignitaries from the corporate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. I would like to request our chief guest for today and all the dignitaries on the dais to light the lamp and inaugurate the conference. Thank you all. Known as the father of international students in Pune, Padma Bhushan, Dr. S.B. Mujumdar, President of Symbiosis and Chancellor, Symbiosis International University, sowed the seeds of international relations by establishing Symbiosis in 1971, an organization established for the welfare of foreign students. Sir, may I now request you to deliver your welcome address.
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुर्मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा. Today's chief guest, Nitinji Gadkari, Dr. Mehat, who was student in Pune doing PhD in Gokhale Institute and who fondly remembers those good old days of Symbiosis in 1976, who is now Foreign Minister of Finance Minister of Nepal, Mr. Shariar Alam, Sri Anil Wadhwa, Mrs. Wadhwa, Sudhir Devre, Dr. Vidya, Dr. Rajini Gupte, dignitaries, my student friends, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a special morning for all of us. It is an international morning. We have delegates from Brunei, Laos, Nepal, Indonesia, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Singapore, Vietnam, Thailand, Bangladesh, and Philippines. My brothers and sisters, on this international morning, there is a beautiful congregation of ministers, ambassadors, scholars, professors, and foreign and Indian students. I am indeed glad that this conference being organized on the campus of university, because I do feel that university is the conscience of a country. And therefore, instead of organizing this such conference in five-star hotels, it is very appropriate that this organization, this conference is organized on the university campus. Ladies and gentlemen, it was in 1971 when I was working as professor of botany in Ferguson College that we established a small organization called Symbiosis. It was then a Symbiosis International Cultural Center. The main objective was to promote friendship, brotherhood between foreign and Indian students. We used to organize, as Dr. Mehet will remember, cultural and social get-togethers. But we thought that perhaps education and education alone is a medium to bring foreign and Indian students together. And that is how we started educational institutions, and what was once International Cultural Center, like a chrysalis, metamorphosed into a beautiful international university. I am glad that our international university has recently started international relations studies, and so this conference is organized under the aegis of that institute. Friends, I will not talk much about Lookist, Act-ist policy enunciated by our Prime Minister Modi ji, but suffice for me to say that every morning we look to the east for sunrise, and that sunrise in the sky. But for next many years, there will be another sun rising on the political horizon, and that will be our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. We will have two sunrises, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope this conference will carry forward the mission of our Prime Minister. I once again welcome all of you and thank all of you for sparing your time to attend this conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Ambassador Sudhir Devre is the Ramsati Chair Professor of International Studies at the Symbiosis International University. He is also the convener of this conference. I request Ambassador Devre, sir, to kindly speak about the conference.
Honorable dignitaries on the dais, excellencies, students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's my proud privilege to present a brief perspective of the theme, India's Look East, Act East policy, a bridge to the Asian neighborhood, chosen for this year's IR conference. Look East policy was a major strategic shift in India's external outlook in the early 90s. Interestingly, ever since then, there has been a broad consensus on this policy across the political spectrum in our country. Given the core importance of this policy, we had decided a few months back to focus attention on the theme of India's engagement with the East. And it is to our great happiness and satisfaction that the new government's principal foreign policy thrust is on India's Look East and Act East approach. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's successful visits to Bhutan, Nepal, Myanmar, Japan, the US, Australia, and Fiji have imparted a new dynamism to the relationships. Indeed, the recent initiatives and action-oriented programs have energized and widened our engagement to such an extent that the policy has now taken on the adjective Act East in addition to Look East. There are a number of areas such as defense and security, including maritime security, counter-terrorism, anti-piracy, trade and investment, connectivity of roads, railways, shipping, airlines, cyber, and indeed of mines, education, culture, and media, through which strategic partnerships can be built and economic integration achieved. This will be possible only through close consultation, dialogue, and cooperation. And today's conference, we will be discussing all these topics which I enumerated above. Our Northeast region, which is described as a gateway to Southeast Asia, cannot only be a transit passage. It has to be fully integral to the Act East policy. There are great expectations of the Northeast people in this regard. Furthermore, our Look and Act East policy will be effective and enduring only if we build close understanding and cooperation with our South Asian neighbors like Bangladesh, Nepal, and Bhutan. The sub-regional grouping like BIMSTEC can play a useful role in this regard. This conference hopes to have an open and informal dialogue to discuss the various issues facing the region with diverse stakeholders, both state and non-state. And that's why we are very happy at the presence of honorable ministers, senior officials, academics, scholars, corporate executives, and media persons in this gathering. It will be gratifying if this Pune dialogue comes up with positive and practical suggestions which can be a useful input in the policy formulation, not just for India, but also of our friendly partner countries. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I would now like to request Dr. S.B. Mujumdar, sir, Chancellor, Symbiosis International University, to felicitate the dignitaries on the dais. Honorable Shri Nitinji Gadkari, Honorable Union Minister for Road, Transport, Highway and Shipping, Government of India. Dr. Ram Sharan Mahat, Honorable Finance Minister of Nepal. Mr. Mohammad Shahryar Alam, MP, Honorable State Minister for Foreign Affairs, Bangladesh. Mr. Anil Wadhwa, Secretary East, Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. Mr. Anil Shirore, our very own Member of Parliament, who's doing a lot for the city of Pune. Thank you, sir. As is the Symbiosis tradition, the international students will now present their national flags as a mark of honor to the chief guest, Honorable Shri Nitin Gadkari. The countries are Afghanistan, Angola, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Brazil, Congo, DR Congo, Ethiopia, Finland, the Gambia, Germany, India, Iraq, Ivory Coast, Japan, Kenya, Liberia, Mauritius, Mongolia, Mozambique, Nepal, Nigeria, Rwanda, Saudi Arabia, South Sudan, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Uganda, Uzbekistan, Vietnam, Yemen, Zambia. May I now request Dr. Rajni Gupte ma'am, Vice Chancellor, to present the flag of the Symbiosis International University. May I now request Dr. S.B. Mujumdar sir, Chancellor, to present the flag of UNO. Thank you, sir. Born in 1957 in Nagpur, Maharashtra, India, Shri Nitin Gadkari was elected to the Maharashtra Legislative Council in 1989 from the graduates constituency, Nagpur region. Shri Nitin Gadkari does not consider politics to be a career, but takes politics to be a social service. by initiating projects for the poor, for the downtrodden, and for the society. For him, development and progress are supreme, and hence he was a key force in building the Mumbai-Pune Expressway, which is considered as one of the best in Asia, and also a network of over 55 flyovers in the city of Bombay. Sir has a vision for a strong India, and he earnestly believes that the 21st century politics is the politics of progress and development. So, may I now request you to kindly address the audience.
Respectable Finance Minister, Dr. Ram Sharan Mahat from Nepal, respectable Dr. S.B. Mujumdar, our former Ambassador Sudhir Devreji, Foreign Secretary Anil Wadhwaji, respectable dignitaries on the dais, and my friends. It's a great pleasure and pride for me to learn something from you, because though I am a minister, it's a good